In all honesty, though, if the people in your life actually cared about you, they would actually prevent you from doing stupid stuff like this more often. What's up, everyone? It's What's on the Menu, back with another video, and this time we're here to cover the internet's most infamous streamer, Jack Doherty. So, as you guys may or may not know, the most recent shenanigans of the most infamous streamer of the current generation, Jack Doherty, he recently crashed his car on the highway, and all this was entirely preventable, but if you watch the clip, I think you'd see why it happened in the first place.
Oh, no, watch out, watch out. Open the door, open your door.
Holy oh, Michael. Are you okay? Holy oh my God, bro. My whole car, bro. No way. Oh my gosh. There's no Michael here. Michael, do you have your film on that phone too? Oh my God.
To start off, in the clip, you can see his cameraman vlogging him with his phone in his hand while he's driving his supercar in the rain. That's 3 strikes right there already. Alright, well, I guess nothing that bad has ever happened while someone's been distracted while driving in the rain in a very fast car that's hard to handle in on ideal terrain. Nothing bad could ever happen. Said no one ever. Anyway, as you would guess, his distracted driving coupled with the fact that it was raining outside and the fact that he's maneuvering a very, terrain-sensitive vehicle didn't help the fact that it shows that he's a very inexperienced driver at that. And when you know what, unfortunately for him and his cameraman, they crashed. This whole situation doesn't look good for him at all. Besides the fact that his insurance is going to go up surely after this incident, because now they have live footage of what caused him to crash in the first place. There's a whole slew of issues that happens after the accident takes place, and it sucks because he's the one that caused this all to happen in the first place. So once the car crashes, in the first 10 to 15 even minute of the car crashing, you don't even hear a word of this kid say, "Hey, are you all right?" The person that you injured in the car crash that was your fault, you don't even ask if they're all right. You're more concerned about your phone, the vlogging, the camera, and all that stuff, bro. You got to get your head checked. The social media stuff, I get it. This is your livelihood, but if you're looking to your cameraman as to whether his gear is safe and your phone's all right before you're checking about his well-being in order for him to even film the content for you in the first place, that's a red flag, bro. You gotta take a little vacay or something, because this internet stuff is getting to your head, and this is not good for your mental. You still have a lot of life to go, and you don't want to be consumed by this. I'm telling you. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is, even though his cameraman is bleeding from his head, he proceeds to ask him if he can continue to film him in his content after he crashed the car.
Michael here. Michael, do you have your film on that phone too?
So, forget the fact that you just injured your cameraman and you barely asked if he was okay. You're now going to ask him to continue to film the content for you that got you in this situation in the first place. Like, bro, what are you on? What is good with you, bro? Are the adults and the people in your life not telling you like how to behave properly as a person? Do you not have common decency to even ask if this man's okay and think for a second, all right, I just crashed my car, the ambulance now has to come, my friend's head is leaking, maybe I should, take a second to step back from the vlog and save this for another day and update people when everything's all right. Nope. You guys said the show must go on, right? Forget this guy bleeding from his head. Forget the fact that I just crashed the car and I caused a whole incident on the highway. I got to get the clips, man. That's more important. Wow, I could never, but hey, that's you, man. And 3, man, this kid starts to throw a little temper tantrum as soon as he's getting his car looked at and people are coming to help him, it's like, bro, this is all your fault. You caused this. You were the one who was distracted while driving. You're the one who decided to continue to vlog. You're the one who decided to not pay attention to the road while maneuvering a very heavy sports car that isn't very good in the rain. This is all your fault. These things could have been prevented, but no. And again, this all is stemming back to a bigger problem of like social media obviously having its benefits to people and whatnot, but it's also seems to have its downsides too. The people who heavily involve themselves in the life of, you know, being an entertainer online or being a streamer, trying to get the most clicks, trying to get the most likes, trying to get the most views, something in your head definitely is either missing or just goes haywire, because that constant pursuit of fame and fortune and views and clicks does not have very good outcomes, because we've seen this story time and time again of streamers doing the most just for clicks or doing detestable things or even straight up illegal things just so they can get the most likes and views on their videos just so they can get more money. And guys, we already know you make a lot of money. That's fine, but at a certain point, the obsession of trying to get clicks and trying to get likes and trying to get views to your page, man, you either gotta look within yourself just to say, hey, maybe I'm doing too much at this end, or the people around you gotta say something. Like, if the people who are in your life right now currently care about your well-being, they will tell you, hey bro, you're on a dark and terrible path and you may not be able to crawl out of it if you continue to behave the way you're behaving. At the end of the day though, you can have all the money in the world, but if you have absolutely no one to share that wealth with and no one wants to be around you outside of the fact that you have the money, that seems like a very, very sad life to live. But that's just me. And at a certain point, there's not enough money to absolve you from all consequences. Like, if anyone in Jack Doherty's life actually cares about him, you need to tell him these things. You need to tell him these things, because things are not looking right for him. But those are just my thoughts. If you have any thoughts of your own, leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Deuces.